Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back. If you're returning, it's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do just a general what do you need to know right now reading. It isn't for any specific zodiac sign, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. And if it's not your message, it's just not your message. I'm starting out with the Mixed Emotions deck, just to see and get an overall energy. And then I will be using the Radiant Wise Tarot. So let's jump on in and see what message needs to come through in regards to what you need to know right now. I do feel, I'll say I was feeling, and still am, like there's kind of like tension or, like hostility in the air. So some of you may be feeling that energy as well. But it does feel like very tense energy. It is masculine energy, whether male or female doesn't matter. So let me do one more and then we'll jump right in. So bottom of the deck we have safe. It says secure, sheltered, and protected. So it could just be like the energy that I'm feeling could be an external energy to you. And you could be in this safe energy. Then we have unfulfilled, hopeless, and then free. And what this makes me feel like is, whether this is you or, someone you're connected to, it's this unfulfilled and hopeless is kind of giving me an energy of, feeling exactly that. But with this safe card, it's making me think about, Mars and Cancer, because, Cancer represents the home. So, I mean, for some of you, like I said, this feels like your energy and this energy feels external to you. It could be because you're in this, like a free spirit energy. And it's almost like for some of you, this energy could even possibly be overwhelming external energies to you, or vice versa. But it just feels contradictory. I mean, it's not to say that some of you, may, literally like be at home and feeling like the energy of, being stuck in this place. Or it could be a situation or circumstance. And it almost feels like there's a longing for this energy if this is all you. But let's see what comes out. What do we need to know, Spirit, as it pertains to the current energy for the collective? What do we need to know? We have vulnerable. Can I get another one? Receptive. I'm gonna get one more. And safe. Look, oh my goodness, y'all. There's this longing energy at the bottom of the deck, which is what I was already feeling. And it's like someone is either longing for this safety, which it could be a person, place, or thing. Home is not just, a place or the feeling of home, but it feels like, someone is wanting to be comforted without being vulnerable. And it kind of is a contradiction. Like you have to be open to receive, is what it's making me feel like. And it's like someone is having a hard time, opening up to receive this energy. Like I'm hearing the word bare, like BARE, like as in like being naked. And it's like someone doesn't want to feel that way. Like almost, exposed. So let's see what the tarot has to say. What messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need as it pertains to the current energy? Cards is just speaking on their own today. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups, which is what, like, I feel this is. Someone is wanting this Ace of Cups. For some of you, I'm feeling like, depending on what side you're on, just the roles can be vice versa or interchangeable, but I feel like this was offered to whoever's in this vulnerable energy. But it's like they're having a hard time accepting it. It's what they want with the Nine of Cups here. Then we have the High Priestess. And it's like their intuition is saying, like, go for it. Take on a new perspective. Taking on a new perspective is the way forward and out of this vulnerable energy. With the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Look at that. I almost feel like for some of you, and very rarely do I ever feel like the High Priestess is a person, but in this instance, it is a person who is, like I'm feeling it that way as well, who's, is very intuitive. And with the Six of Wands, it's almost like, it's like, for some of you, this person is almost like the push that you need so that, you can allow this new perspective in. And almost with the Eight of Wands, what's the word I want to use? Ascend in a way. Well, let's see. Tell me about this vulnerable energy. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So it is a masculine energy who, it almost makes me feel like with them being in this vulnerable energy, it's almost like the way that they view, I guess the only way that you could say it is like masculinity is as the Ten of Pentacles. Like, kind of like being vulnerable makes you soft. Let's see what else we get. Can I get one for receptive? When vulnerability is actually strength. But it's only like they see it one way. Tell me about receptive. Yeah, you got to work with the energy. With the Temperance card coming out here. Then we have the Emperor on the bottom. But it's almost like I'm feeling like this masculine energy is like just immovable. It almost feels like, I mean, we are in Taurus season. It feels very Taurus-like. Like they're fixated on this way of thinking and being, because the King of Swords is, you know, fixed air. Tell me about this safe card. Why is safe here? We have the Four of Cups, which could be, you know, a card of rejection. It could also be a card of stubbornness, being emotionally stubborn. And like I said, I felt like the Ace of Cups was handed to this person, or at least they were presented with it, but it's like they're just, it's almost giving me an energy of being set in their ways. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom, which is like it's almost like this person doesn't know like how to collaborate on an emotional level. Everything has to be physical. But they want connection. But it brings up for some of them, you know, like some type of fear or anxiety, or it could just be, you know, with the moon here, an illusion that they've invested in. You know, like they can't see themselves actually being this Nine of Cups, actually being fulfilled on an emotional level. But it's almost like their intuition is screaming, like it's right there. This is the way to get that fulfillment that you're seeking. Tell me more about this King of Swords. Or for some of them, you know, it makes them feel safe. Like, it keeps them from, you know, potentially feeling the energy of being rejected. Yeah, this is a way, like this person with the Ten of Wands coming out, like they've been like this with the Ten of Wands. They've almost like created this burden for themselves. Can I get another one? But it's like they know that they need to release this as well and open up. Look, Knight of Cups on the bottom. It's like the energy of, you know, like not wanting to be seen. The King of Swords. That was the Eight of Swords that tried to flip over. Yeah. But it's like they're holding on to stuff from like old things with the Six of Cups here. This is like an emotional pattern for this person, but it's become too heavy. And it's almost like with the Strength card, they're trying to tame this energy, but it honestly wants to be set free with the Ace of Wands. Tell me about Temperance. Oh, too many. Tell me about Temperance. Listen. The Hermit. And it's like, hey, like, open up. Open up. It's time to let your emotions out. Because for some of you, they're sabotaging a connection. This is self-sabotage on something that they really want, but they're running from it with this Two of Cups. I'm gonna get one more for Temperance. Tell me about Temperance. Man, like, again, the cards are speaking for themselves. Like an emperor goes after what they want. They take action. They take charge. They're leaders. But it's like this person almost wants the title without doing the work. With the Six of Pentacles at the bottom, because there's an imbalance. There's an imbalance here. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Four of Cups. We have the Three of Cups. Yeah, it's time to, like, I don't even know how to say this, because the Three of Cups is, you know, it's a card of coming together with, you know, other people on an emotional level. It's, you know, looked at as like celebration. Let's get one more. Can I get one more for the Four of Cups? Yeah. The Six of Swords. Yeah, it's time for them to, like, whatever this Three of Cups is, it's time to move on from that. It's time to move on from it with the Six of Swords. There's something that this person needs to get over. And it really just feels like maturity. We have the Page of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the King of Wands. And it's almost like this Page of Wands, like I'm getting like an expecting energy, almost like the Two of Wands, like they're expecting chaos. But that's because it's speaking, it's the immaturity within them speaking. But when you're at the King of Wands, you know, you're looking at this Five of Wands kind of like in hindsight. Some of, you know, like, there's no feminine energy out here. But it's almost like how can I say this? This masculine energy is like almost, you know, it's like looking at it in hindsight, but almost like fighting against it as well. Fighting against what their inner child really wants as the Page of Wands. Can I get one more for the Four of Cups? Yeah, it's time to just go for it. The Knight of Wands. Which is, you know, just taking action. But it's almost like the reason why they don't move forward or, you know, struggle with moving forward is because, you know, either going back to something that's, you know, maybe more comfortable or, you know, familiar to them with the safe card, you know, it makes them feel safe. What about this Knight of Wands? So it's like they're quick to go back, but afraid to move forward. Yeah. And it's almost like, again, like it's a comfort thing. It's almost like this person is uncomfortable within themselves. It's like they're at odds within themselves. Or, you know, this could be you. But it's like they run from these connections. Anything that, you know, has to deal with the emotions. But you see the masculine, he's reaching out is because he really wants that. Or, you know, he or she. But it's the masculine energy reaching out. Like, they really want it. But it's almost like it's almost like when it becomes real, like panic sets in. And then they, you know, just like keep their emotions bottled up and then end up regretting it anyway. Which brings on this Five of Cups energy with the Tower. But it's a change of perspective that needs to happen with the Hangman to move the wheel forward, the Wheel of Fortune. To, you know, I feel like the energy just needs to get unstuck. But they're so fixated on, let's see, the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, they're just emotionally, like, really with this Three of Swords, disconnected. Because vulnerability makes them feel like, you know, it's a weakness, or, you know, they'll be taking a loss. It almost makes me feel like they would have to give up, like, physical things. Or, you know, just, I don't know if it's like status, but it's not. Yeah, but they just stay. They're afraid. Because here's the Six of Swords between the 3 and the 9. They're afraid, for some of them, they're afraid of being hurt. And it's kind of like they have the mentality like, well, money won't hurt me. So I might as well, you know, or, you know, whatever physical, tangible things that they place their value on. It's like, well, that can't hurt me. But it's also like it is hurting you because it's causing you to miss out on connections that you actually want. Look, I'm telling you. The Nine of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. And it's because this person's like looking back over, you know, whatever they went through in the past and not realizing like stability lies ahead. There's something new for you if you just go in the other direction. Look at this. Because if you have the 10, you have the 9. And the cards are saying like you'll be fine. You'll get that 10. But you have to stop looking back. Stop looking back, because it's almost like you're torturing yourself. You're longing for a connection. You're bored in the situation that you're in, whatever it may be, person, place, thing, job, however it goes for you. And you're just stuck at this crossroads. And all it's doing is bringing on this depressed energy for you. Oh. And I was going to clarify the Emperor and the Page of Cups and the Empress fell out onto the floor. Which is saying, like, if there's a feminine energy, this is the only feminine energy card that showed up. You're dealing with an Empress if you're a masculine energy, and you need to open up, because an Empress has the capacity to handle these emotions that you, as the Page of Cups, you want to express. The Page of Cups is a genuine expression of emotion. But I'm going to put them back since they fell on the floor. But let's look at this Emperor, and then I'll grab the guidance or advice. Yeah. The Lovers. Which this is a decision that this masculine energy has to make. And it comes by way of expressing, with the Page of Swords, their emotions. With the King of Cups. So let's see, what's the guidance or advice, Spirit? Can I get one for the guidance or advice? We have resentful coming out for the guidance or advice. And what that makes me feel like is, again, this person is either they're really like intently holding on to past hurts and trying, you know, anything to not feel that again, but it's making them bitter. So the advice, with this coming out as the advice card, would be to like, let this go. It's the past. With the Ten of Wands and the Six of Cups. And I'll clarify this resentful card. Tell me about resentful. Yeah, it's toxic. Whatever you're holding on to is toxic. With the Devil here. Yeah, this is like toxic emotions. Like, let it go. Here's my crying over spilled milk card with the Five of Cups. And the Ten of Swords, meaning like, this needs to end. It's almost like a wallowing energy. Yeah, you need to heal. And there's the Tower and the Star. It's time for you to be seen. It's time for you to let yourself be seen. And that's going to be the transformation for you. And listen. It's like you'll go from darkness to light. Literally. Literally. Death in the sun. So that was just a quick what do you need to know right now reading. As always, I thank you guys for tuning in with me. You know, if it resonated for you, it did, and if not, that's okay. But I do want to thank you all for tuning in. Feel free to check out any of the past readings that are out and available. as they are timeless, and the way that I like to suggest is to just go off of what title you're drawn to. But other than that, yeah, I guess I'll see you all on the next one. All right, later.